Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer. Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to ESL India Premiership 2017 Phase 3 Summer Season. This is day 14, which means this is the last day of this phase. And after this, we're going to go ahead into relegation, which will take place on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And that also means that after this, we're going to be seeing you directly in Mumbai on the LAN event. That's going to happen on 1st and 2nd of July. Now, we do have a lot of games coming for you, from Clash Royale to CSGO to Dota 2. So let's take a look at the playoffs for today. In Clash Royale, today we have Vikram Asopa versus Mrin. Off stream, we have Prashant PP versus Hasib. Now, in CSGO, we have Brutality versus Dare to Dream, while off stream, Entity Gaming will take down JMD in a match, but maybe JMD will come back and show Entity they are not the underdogs over here. While in Dota 2, we do have for you guys Entity Gaming versus White Unicorn, and off-stream Guline Gaming will be playing versus Three Cheers for Divine Ascension. Now that we have done with the playoffs, let's take a look at the standings for Clash Royale. On the Clash Royale Masters League current standings, you guys can see Jimit is high on the top mountain with 15 points to his name, while Devil's Twin, Ruben and Prashant have 12 points to themselves. On 5th position, we have Arpan with 9 points, and Mrin is on 6th spot with 6 points. Hasib and Asopa both have 3 points to themselves on 7th and 8th position. Now let's talk about today's match of Clash Royale. So today's match is going to happen between Vikram Asopa versus Mrin. Now, Vikram is from Coimbatore. He is doing his business administration degree. He has been playing Clash Royale since last year. He has a mixed campaign in the current season of June, and currently he is sitting on the 7th place, which isn't looking so good for him. His opponent, Mrin, is from Guwahati. He had won Challenger Part 2 in 2006 Masters League of ESL India Premiership edition, but he stood second in the summer season phase 1 of 2007. He was played 4th in the summer season phase 2, and though the player has a lot of experience, currently he is not in form. If he loses today's match, there is a possibility that the player will be forced into the relegation zone. Now that seems a quite bit dangerous if you ask me. So, you guys know what the matches are going to be today, and before we get into the game, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors who make all of this happen. I'm talking about Omen by HP, HyperX, and Zawiya Venq, who helped bring this together, and the people who organized this amazing show for you guys, Modern Gaming. This is Arun Mashari. I hope Manu Super Gola, our Clash Royale caster, is standby, and he'll be entertaining you from now. So let's go over to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Clash Royale. It's the first game every day, and as Oren has said, we're going to be watching a match between Asopa and Mrin today. This is the ESL India Premiership Summer Season Phase 3's Day 14, or also the last day of the normal games. I am Manoj Supergola, and with me casting is Shaurya.
Hey guys,
Say
how's
hi.
it going?
So, Shaurya, if Asopa doesn't win this, he's going to go to relegation no matter what.
And Asopa does not seem like he's intent on winning this because he's like both players are just chilling at 10 HP, 10 elixir it seems.
Hey, this is sort of common, man. We have not seen somebody who's chilled for a longer time lose yet.
No, but
Unless
you know what? This is actually not common at all in high station play because
what are
it
they
adds
doing?
up. Yeah, look at this. This is.
It's been 40 seconds without anybody playing anything. What the hell is going on? What is treatment?
I was wondering if like I had DC'd or something.
Yeah, I started thinking if players got mad at me for shitting on them on stream and decided not to play. Just to make up.
Silent protest or something, man. Honestly, what was that? The executioner getting some value though. I don't think there was any need for that log at all actually.
Perhaps just to cycle though, but even if you want to cycle, you shouldn't cycle a log, right? It's too useful.
Yeah, log is a very useful spell. I don't see why he logged over there.
Those Kellys were hastily placed and they got hunted down by the minions. So yeah, that was quite a bad move, and he lost more than 1,000 HP off his star.
Honestly, just seeing so to the users, even the Austrian matches are going on right now, and I was seeing those also. And I don't know why. It just seems like the players are just playing slightly worse today. Even Hasib versus Prashant, like
I would say they've been getting progressively worse, not just today.
Yeah, but yeah, that's also true.
Looks like Asopa's running a 3 Musketeer deck, I guess. I see a Ram, I see an Elixir Collector, and I see a Night Witch to defend against big units.
It could also honestly be a Deca deck instead of 3 Musketeers, but definitely a deck of that type.
No, he doesn't have much anti-air. I'm pretty sure it is 3 Musketeers. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Correct. I'm also not sure why Mrin isn't playing a graveyard in his deck. I mean, I feel like if you're almost running a graveyard poison deck, why not just run a graveyard poison deck?
Well, that's
a little late on those. Yeah, a little late on those Kellys over there. If he placed them a little before, then he might have actually saved the Ram from hitting.
So we are going to go into overtime. The players are pretty much wasted that first entire minute of the match. So.
Yeah, of course. I'm not surprised to see this happen at all. And I guess Mrin decides that the minions are worth ignoring on the left-hand side. Not having
Mrin is in a real pickle, isn't he? Like one tower at 577, the other at 679. I
do not see Mrin winning this match at all. In fact, he might as well be losing. He might just lose his star right now. In fact, I mean, yeah, 361 HP is not the best.
See, if Asopa's last card is either a rocket or a lightning, then okay, that
if it was a rocket or lightning, I'm sure that like he would have played it by now. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, it doesn't matter because the game is going to be finished. Asopa is going to take it away. I don't know what.
Yeah. Asopa has taken the first match of today and he has successfully managed to not show his final card. But we have a cheat code, don't we, Shaurya?
Of course we do. And that is why I love
It's a golem! It was a golem! Oh my god, it was a golem. It was a golem.
What? Yeah, I'm looking at it. But wow, right? You've taken a 3 Musketeer golem deck.
A greedy deck that he used in a few games before and successfully won. But this time he didn't even have to use the golem. That's how I don't know. Did Mrin play bad? He did, yes, but was he just completely outdrafted that Asopa didn't have to use his 8th card?
I don't think he was completely outdrafted actually. I think Mrin just played badly. I mean, just because Asopa didn't get an opportunity to use his golem, I don't think means that he was outdrafted, so to speak. Then again, I mean, you know what? If the golem had been put down, apart from the Night Witch, Mrin didn't really have an answer.
True.
Questionable
there's no
decision.
There's no P.E.K.K.A. There's nothing to beat down the golem.
Again, questionable decision from both players over here. Playing A, a Goblin Gang into the Dart Goblin, and B, then playing. I mean, I guess it all just happened at the same time, that's why, but still.
So looks like Asopa is sticking with the same deck while Mrin has sort of slightly changed his deck.
I
He
think
hasn't. Yeah.
Mrin might be playing either a 3. No, Asopa has also changed his deck, just by the way. Yeah, so Mrin is playing a P.E.K.K.A deck.
No, that's it. That
You know what? I've never
actually.
really seen. No, but I personally have never really seen P.E.K.K.A decks do well, honestly.
Well, that was before people started
Before the
using
night,
golems.
I know, I get that. But even then, I just haven't really seen. Oh man, and that Ram is gonna make contact even though it got blocked for days, man.
That was value arrows, man. That just basically cleared the way for the P.E.K.K.A to knock down the Night Witch.
Yeah, I know. But
so unfortunately, that goblin is going down. Those bats are going to get 3 hits off on the tower, but no big deal. Mrin is on the advantage here. He has an elixir lead as well as a HP lead on the towers.
I'm just saying, the Mrin, I think, used the P.E.K.K.A really well. And this is something I mentioned before, that the P.E.K.K.A is really a card that you cannot lead with. You use it on defense, you get insane value out of it. And then whatever you get beyond that is just a bonus.
Just cream on the top.
Yeah, pretty much. And wow, a lightning not hitting the tower though.
What is wrong with you, Mrin?
I am not sure if he couldn't hit the tower or if he missed, but I'm pretty sure he could have hit the tower in that scenario.
Yeah, true. Like even when the lightning hit, right? Even then it could have at that position he could have hit the tower too.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I think he just maybe his finger moves slightly while placing it. We all know that happens, and this is a big push coming out from Asopa. I don't see how Mrin is actually going to defend this.
I think you're saying the opposite of what is happening.
Oh, sorry, by Mrin coming. Yeah, my bad. A big push, man. Asopa is going to get 3 crown. I'm sure of it.
I am not.
Okay, he might not have the time to get 3 crown, but assuming he had the time, he would have gotten 3 crown.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If that giant came out a little late or a little further away, this was a 3 crown victory. But now Mrin has managed to make the comeback real. Now the score is tied at 1-1. This is getting exciting. I see P.E.K.K.A s. I see double P.E.K.K.A s on the board. My blood pressure just goes high.
And Asopa, what he did was he played the same deck. He realized that the golem is not doing that squad. So he just changed it for a giant, it seems.
And for some reason that was bad.
Not fair in a way, dude. With so many matches going on in the clan, I'm getting to
Okay, so before game 3 starts, I'd just like to take a moment of your time to...
Asopa, in fact, yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Of course. Go ahead.
Do you want to do it?
I'm gonna do. No. Why don't you enjoy yourself?
Yes. So I'd like to take a moment of your time and say thanks to our best friends in the entire world. We have Omen by HP, we have Zoe by BenQ, and HyperX. These guys are our sponsors and they make it happen. They let us at Northern Gaming bring this production to you live every day. We are very thankful to them, and having said that, let's go to the next match immediately.
Wow, a Hog at the bridge at 10 elixir. I'm surprised. If he's going to play the Hog, why not just play it the moment he can? Honestly.
Is Asopa playing the same deck again?
Asopa? No, Asopa changed his deck anyway, right? We forgot to mention that. Asopa was playing 3 Musketeer deck.
Oh yeah, true. He was playing
He did in fact change his deck. That was bad among casters. And yeah, I mean, again, slightly questionable decision, I feel like, on the Hawk.
Oh, the Hawk couldn't get a second hit off. That was a pretty bad trade.
And that baby dragon is going to get a lot of value, right?
Yep. He just destroyed, 8 elixirs worth of units?
7 elixirs. He destroyed the Night Witch plus the Goblin, right?
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh, and then the Night plus the Tornado should be enough. Not
we
sure.
were talking about this yesterday, right? A tornado with an executioner would work much better than a tornado with a bowler.
Yeah, we have talked about this. I honestly, I think I'm going to have a little chat with the players to understand the decision of the bowler or the executioner, honestly. Because, yeah, right now I don't see why you won't run an executioner, especially if you're running a tornado.
Okay, that hog is going to get 2 hits? No, only 1 hit.
I think the Hawk is not going to 2 hits off till now.
So Asopa has switched out his deck. He has managed to put Mrin on the back foot again, but that night pitch is never going to reach the bowler.
And I don't think that was worth lightning over there, honestly. I feel like lightning is a card that could be held. And that push is going to go down because he has no anti-air cards. Yeah, I mean, Mrin is actually pretty weak on the anti-air front.
Oh, that hog is...
Finally, Hog is getting
hog
3 hits off.
There we go.
Yeah. Wow. But I mean, Mrin's own tower is only at 251 HP. that just sounds like somebody's trying to sell me something at 251 degrees. But yeah, I mean, even though Asopa starts split pushing, he knows he has the lightning. So he's not. I mean, I understand why he's not really scared about. Yeah, exactly. Lightning comes out, dies. And now,
what do you think would happen if Asopa sort of switched out his strategy right now and decided to chip with lightning instead of the ram?
I mean, you can't. The problem with lightning is.
Okay.
Yeah. The problem with lightning for chip is that because it's not a rocket, it doesn't do that much damage and it still costs 6 elixir. So with lightning, you can't just use for chip. You need to use it to get value off.
Yeah, but you see the bowler, you see the knight, you see the hog, you see the baby dragon. Lightning will get more value than a rocket, don't you think?
No, I know it will. But I'm saying you can't. I don't think you can use it as purely a chip damage card. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You have to be more opportunities, like he just did just now.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Hawk coming out with Pekka. This Pekka, oh my god! That was so
That was
bad.
some defense.
Dude. No, I mean, Mrin screwed himself, man. His own dog sort of. And I'm going to call this game for Asopa right about now. I mean, he has like, what, 15?
I'm not that convinced yet. No. See, that was a very good defense. He managed to lose the least amount of HP on his star possible.
That was definitely not a good play according to me. It worked out for him. Fair enough.
We're gonna have
you have to remember that Asopa has the lightning, so as long as he can find opportunities to use it, and Mrin has his own apparently, saving it till the very last minute. And yeah, now what? Oh my god! Really clutch and you can see basically desperate plays coming out right now. Like that knight just coming out in the nick of time to stop sort of the push by Asopa. But see, the thing is, Asopa's getting some chip damage off, and because Mrin's tower is already at 600 HP, I think one or two more lightnings is enough to finish the. There it is. One more lightning comes off, and one more lightning, if he cycles to the lightning, is enough to finish the thing. So, I do think that
he really has to drop a Pekka down right now, and that's what he does.
He does that for the defense, absolutely. Ooh.
Oh. What is happening, Mrin?
That's it. No, yeah, that's it.
Game.
The lightning's gonna come out.
Anytime now we're gonna see Asopa use the power of Zeus.
Yep, GG. There it is, game 3 in Asopa's
Asopa.
Yep.
This is turning out to be exciting, man. So this is the last day, as we've mentioned before, day 14, last day of the normal matches. Everything after this is going to be relegation, and Asopa looks like he might just avoid relegation, but we'll have to see. There's at least 2 more matches to discover the fate of what's going to happen. Oh, Asopa, you cheeky little C-word. Really? A call right now? Okay, so I guess we're going to have to waste some time. Let me bring in an expert in wasting time. She's sitting right beside me. You want to say something? Everybody say hi to Auron.
Alright guys, looks like we have a little bit of time between the next match happens. I'm just going to take a look at both the decks, and I have to see, usually in this tournament, why do we only see 1 or 2 legendaries? It's like people don't like playing with legendaries, but the legendaries are so hyped up. Like, I would
No,
like to ask you a question. Like, I have a personal deck, which has 4 to 5 legendaries, and I'm in the Hog Mountain using that deck.
yeah,
That deck works, right?
Aaron. So
But
wait.
why
Why don't you tell the viewers
the
something?
log is such a favorable one?
See, one, the log is so widely used because it's so versatile. Not only does it do damage, but it also does pushback, and it has enough range to go to the tower.
Sure.
And it has enough damage to kill goblin gangs, to kill skellies, to kill a princess, a level 2 princess.
Princess is level 1.
Yeah.
Those need to die. Those beep need to die.
Okay, so let's hope we see princess in this match then.
Alright,
Looks like Asopa is ready to
ready.
play. Okay, so thank you for wasting some of our time, Oren.
Pleasure.
We're gonna get back to the game now.
And
I hope you're
there
with
it
me.
is. Yep, I'm right here. Don't worry. So, what decks do you think are going to come out this time? Because Asopa only needs to win one match, so Mrin has got to bring it.
I actually honestly expect a princess to come out. Oh,
I don't know.
Asopa.
I feel like Princess. I mean, everybody knows. I guess everybody's been playing Clash for a while. Everybody knows how overpowered and hated the Princess was. But I don't. I no longer feel like that is the case.
See,
Honestly,
you know why you feel like that? See, princess by itself is a very good card. Like it can hit the tower from out of range, but the log is so common right now that
exactly. No,
Yes,
absolutely, I agree with you. But that is the whole point. Ooh, value lightning though. And I don't think that Lava Hound is actually going to get much more
it's not gonna
done.
make it.
Yeah.
It's not gonna make it. Yeah.
Oh man, and the return of the axe actually killed half the pup's HP. So, and a bandit.
Okay.
We've really been seeing bandits a lot, haven't we? And
Yes.
it actually got some value with the double sort of strike over there. And that knight is going to be enough to defend the push. Yeah.
A bandit.
And
I think we can count on our fingertips how many bandits we've had in the ESL India Premiership. And you know what? You remember the match with Elite Barbarians a couple of days ago?
Yeah.
That was literally the only time we saw Elite Barbarians in the entire ESL India Premiership.
Elite Barbarians are a cancer card. I'm happy not seeing it.
But they're effective, right? They're deadly. They're cancer.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm just saying they are cancer. And if the lightning is there, it's going to come out, and there is the lightning. And this is again like literally what happened like 30 seconds ago.
See, there we go. Like you said last game, the tornado plus execution combo is so powerful.
Yeah, that's what exactly. Like, I mean, has Asopa has he figured out things that the other Masters players don't know? And also, he is going to get a lot of damage off on Mrin's tower. So good going, Asopa. The tornado, the executioner will work for you.
Yeah, so Asopa probably has cycled to another executioner already.
And lightning is going to come out. Honestly, Mrin is doing exactly what you said last game. He's playing with a lightning chip deck. Just stop dropping the Lava Hound, dude. Just stop it for some time. You need to wait till you get a better cycle than Asopa has, because right now you're cycle locked. The cycle is not in your favor.
He's losing more HP on his tower than Asopa is losing.
But that's the whole point. I think this is something that players don't realize. When your cycle is like unfavorable to you, then you need to switch it up, because you will not win. Because your cycle is unfavorable.
This is quite risky. He has less than 500 HP left on the star, and he decides to push the other lane.
Yeah, the turn is going to go down, I think.
Yeah. Yep. There we go. Asopa is taking game 4, and he takes the series with it.
And escapes relegation.
Yeah.
If I'm correct.
Not necessarily though. We still don't know the results of the other match, but we'll see. Once the standings are up, I guess we'll see.
We will indeed.
So congratulations to Asopa. He's managed to get another victory on the board for himself. And oh wow. Did you really just join a 2v2 match with our Masters players?
Why not?
Oh, Shaurya, you know you're supposed to be professional. You're supposed to see through your cast entirely, you know?
No, of course not.
Yeah, okay. Screw you then. I'm going to finish this by myself. So thank you guys for watching. This has been exciting, 4 exciting matches specifically. Asopa has managed to get another victory on the board for himself. And once we look at the points table, we'll see who's going to go into relegation. Having
We
said
will.
that, thank you.
And yeah.
No, you don't get to talk. You don't get to talk. You're not a caster anymore. Okay, shush. So thank you
So
guys for watching.
salty.
Anybody, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Everybody who's right here, but do stay tuned. We're not done yet. We're gonna have some CS:GO next, and then some action. Again,
Okay,
this is the
guys.
last day of the normal games. Everything you see after this is the relegation. So stay tuned. I'm gonna hand you back to Oren, our excellent time-wasting host. Bye bye.
Excellent time wasting host. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching.
Alright, congratulations to Asopa on that victory. Wow. I mean, that was a really excellent deck, and yes, everyone saw that golem coming in, didn't we? Now, Mrin, well, it's been a tough luck, but it's not done yet. We'll find out who is going to be in the relegations tomorrow when we go into the first relegation match in this season. But now that Clash Royale is done, let's put that behind us. Let's talk about what's coming up next. Next is going to be Counter-Strike. Yes, all you guys have joined us on ESL India's YouTube gaming channel, and those are watching us on Facebook. You guys are here on time for some Counter-Strike action. So let's take a look at the standings for CSGO this Masters. Our standings in the CSGO are quite in front of you, and as you guys can see, we have Semperex at point 16 with 6 matches. These guys have won 6 matches. They have played all their 7 games, and they are in the lead. Followed by closely by Risky Gaming, who lost only 1 match against them. So Semperex did defeat them, and whoo, that was going to be an epic match. If you guys haven't checked out, you can always catch it a replay on YouTube. Now, Entity Gaming, is also on 15 points, while Team Wolf is at 12. Brutality and GMD are at 6 points each. Both have won 2 games and lost 4. So they're kind of tied up right now. On position 7 and 8, we have Dare to Dream and Game for Glory with 0 points. These guys look in danger to go into the relegations. Now let's take a look at the boys who are going to be playing today. Today we do have Dare to Dream versus Brutality. Now, Dare to Dream is based in Mumbai, and they have a dedicated boot camp, as we all know, but the boot camp needs to put these players to play harder. The team hasn't won a single match yet, which doesn't look good for them. Today they will play their final match in the June session of Summer Season Master League, and if they don't win this, things do not seem good for them. Brutality, on the other hand, is also based in Mumbai and one of the most popular and recognized team in the country. Its fan base is unrivaled by any other CSGO team. The play has been playing since 1.6 days. They have survived the relegation playoffs at the end of April and returned stronger in May. They have beat strong teams such as Entity Gaming, and they have convincingly Dare to Dream and finished. And they have beaten Dare to Dream in the past. So Dare to Dream is going to be a tough match for these guys. In the June session, the team has already played 5 games and have managed to register only 2 wins until now. So the game is going to be hard for both the teams. We don't know who's going to win, and before we go into the game, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Omar by HP, HyperX, and Zoiba Benki for making all this happen. And thank you, Ardent Gaming, for organizing such a beautiful and amazing show for everyone else to enjoy. Now we do have our caster ready, so let's take it over to them. The teams and the players are getting ready. This is Ryan Persham Yashari, and you guys are watching ESL India Premiership 2017, the final day of Phase 3 summer season.
Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes.
Oh no! Punch! Oh, crap!
Personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer. Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Manoj again, along with
Version Meow, and we are here because I really wanted to do this. Really, thank you so much, ESL India, for letting this happen, and thank you, Archie, for giving me 15 minutes of your career time to cast.
Okay, so that's not the real reason. The actual reason is our friends at So Strong are having some sort of technical issues, and we're just filling in for them. Okay.
Because not every superhero wears cape, isn't that right? Well, I wear cape.
Cut widely out of context, but back to the game. It's a game between Brutality and Dare to Dream. You know, honestly, I gotta say, I really don't know the CSGO scene that well, but I'm pretty sure I can talk about what's happening on my screen.
I mean, how can you not know about Brutality and Dare to Dream? Brutality.
I know Brutality and Dare to Dream. I know Hellraiser.
It's the perfect game for us to cast.
Except we're not casting, we're just talking about some random stuff. So looks like the knife round is done, and we're gonna go with pistols. Okay, Venom just gets antidote. Kappa, with the help from Buzz's teammate, Venom gets Buzz.
Well, antidote is down, so it's like 4v4. But wait, we have now 3v3 happening over here. 2 men down on both teams, but no, Pixel goes as well with the Ricks. We have Venom and
Shabby is planting the bomb. Okay, that is a really awkward position for Juventa. Yeah, he is unable to be covered by his teammate Venom, and now it's Venom just going up against Shabby and Blackhawk.
It seems like he has a nice position, he has a nice lookout, but will he be able to reach the bomb?
No, Venom fails to look left, and Shabby just takes his head off right there.
First round goes to Dare to Dream. Alright, round 2, looks like they have all piled up.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again. Like I've just talked about before, Venom just failed to look left and got his head clean blown off. We're going to start with round 2. Looks like they're going to go with pistols for Brutality.
Blackhawk seems to have picked up an AK-47 and Kappa. Oh wow, they're buying in. Oh wow, Venom just picked up an off. No, he just gave it to Rick.
So again, with this, we're gonna see what is happening right now. Juventa actually managed to make his way into Palace and got gunned down by Hellraiser.
That was some nice positioning by Hellraiser though.
No, not really. Juventa was out of place. He should have gotten there. Again, they're the pro players, not me. So.
Well, we're just, bystanders.
Yeah, they're not here to tell me that I'm wrong, so I'm just gonna say whatever I want. We have Ricks covering the A-bomb site with I don't know what is happening.
He's just waiting patiently, and looks like we get some firework coming in. He's hanging on to your 7 health.
Like our friends say, Fett and Blay, he's internally bleeding.
I can hear him screaming right now.
Pexer goes down because of Shabby's excellently placed AK-47 shot. That better gets spotted out by Antidote. Standing in the corner and gets gunned down.
What are those sprays, man? whoa. We see Blackhawk going down. No, wait, he's hanging on to his life by just 1 point. That guy can just trip and die right now.
If he sneezes really hard, he will die.
I feel like if a chicken just decides to, cross him, he might just die. But looks like Dota might be able to take this if Rick can hold on to himself. It is still 1v5. We have Kappa and Hellranger on high health, but no, the ground goes to Dota Dream.
No, there was no way Brutality was coming back. The bomb was down. All 5 of Dota Dream were alive. He was honestly trying to save, but he couldn't. He got fouled out and killed.
And looks like they're going for pistols this round.
Looks like, Brutality is going for an eco round, I'm guessing.
And look at all those flashes on Data Dream. They're all geared up.
It's almost a full buy coming out from Data Dream. I see rifles, I see...
AK-47s right over there. All right, look at the knife show by Hellranger.
And if you guys are wondering why the observing isn't as good as it used to be, it's because we are at the auto director, as you can see. We don't have Archie actually getting our views for us.
Yes, as you guys can see, this is not casting. Oh,
Venom gets caught by Blackhawk from behind and Buzz goes down because of Hellranger.
That was some nice teamwork, but Hellranger is hanging on to just 4 health.
Okay, and Hellranger just takes down 2 more people and Blackhawk gets last kill from Juventa.
That was such a quick round. That was a really great play by Data Dream.
It really looks like Data Dream is steamrolling all over Brutality, and we're going to see if Brutality can come back from this one now that they're actually going in with a bye.
Now, Data Dream hasn't won a single match, round or match this season, if I'm not right. They are.
No, they have.
They have?
They have.
What is their standing right now?
Our production team will get back to this, but let's get back to this round right now. The team that hasn't won any game at all is both Data Dream and Game for Glory.
I was right.
Wow. Okay.
I was right, and it's kind of surprising because I think it's one of the best teams last year. They were in top 4.
No, I mean, forget that. They have Hellranger and they have Antidote. I'm pretty sure that is an error.
I am pretty sure that's not an error. That is true. This phase has not been good or kind, but the way they're playing right now, this looks promising. It's too early to say. We're only 3 rounds in. The first round is going bit. They're all just waiting and waiting. But it's surprising that they haven't been able to score a single point this phase.
Yeah, well, this phase has been quite an upset to everybody. Risky got beaten by Semper X.
That was a surprise, I believe. Nobody saw that coming, but that was a good play by Semper X. Now, even Brutality didn't had a good round this year. I mean, they're playing the 7th and final match, and so far they've only won 2 games.
Well, that is better than Data Dream and Game for Glory, who have won 0 games.
Well, I would like to offer aloe vera to Data Dream.
Again, I really think Data Dream having 0 points on our standings is an error. I'm pretty sure they won 1 match.
Oh, wait.
And I'm pretty sure that match was against Game for real.
Oh, not bad, not bad. So if they win this, they will be tied up with Brutality at 6 points each. And they will be not facing relegations.
Well, for now, looks like Data Dream has disconnected and we're going to be talking about nothing for quite a while until they get reconnected.
Let's talk a little bit about Brutality over here, shall we? So Brutality has seen a lot of ups and downs recently. Like they are the most popular team, sure, and that also they are also, the pressure is on them because when you're always on the spotlight, people expect you to excel. They expect you to be the best and beat everyone. And looking at the performance, how they've lost 4 matches, that doesn't really boost morale for them. Like if Shah Rukh Khan goes and has 6 consecutive flops, will the producer still pay him the money? Will
Yes. Okay,
maybe it's not a good example, but you're trying to understand what I'm saying, right? The eyes are on Brutality because they are the kind of
they have the biggest social following. So looks like Data Dream's bootcamp has lost internet and they're having technical difficulties. So we're going to be waiting for a little while until they can get back online. So why don't we leave you with some amazing music that our production crew has selected, especially for you guys. And we'll be right back.
Before that, let's take a time to talk about our sponsors. Don't we love them? We love them, right? So let's take a really, few seconds of our life to mention our great sponsors who can make everything happen. I'll let you do this one as they're your best friends in the world.
Yes, my best friends in the world are Omen by HP, Zoe by BenQ, and HyperX. And who are we, Arun?
We are Northern Gaming.
proudly presenting to you ESL India Premiership 2017.
And we'll be right back after this music. What the?
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that due to some unforeseen and unfortunate events, D2D will have to forfeit this match. They disconnected and were not able to rejoin within the allocated time. And as per the rules, that means that Brutality will get a simple bye victory. And well, that's it for tonight, I guess. The internet gods, the BSNL gods, have smited us, all of us heathens who choose to use better internet connections by disconnecting all of us. I lost internet at the So Strong headquarters, and all of Kormangla was down, which is why I wasn't able to join when the game started. And it seems the delayed reaction to that was felt at the D2D boot camp as well. Anyway, folks, that's all for tonight's CSGO match, seeing as how it got cancelled and Brutality get a bye victory by default. See you all tomorrow, same time, same place, and we hope that the BSNL gods smile down upon us and don't smite us again with their wrath of, error connecting to DNS server. Thank you all for dropping by. Do stick around for Dota. And really sorry about this tonight. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Good night and have a great remaining Sunday evening.
Be still now and feel the water. Keep the ground upon your cheek when you dwindle in. You be kind and let me go. I'm as timeless as you feel. Timeless as you
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, looks like Dare to Dream is gonna be disqualified because they're unable to rejoin. They've had some technical issues, and that means Brutality gets a bye. Congratulations on the victory. I mean, it would have been an amazing matchup, but we can't do anything. So now that we are done with CSGO, sadly, that's all we have for tonight for CSGO. But that's not it. We do have the last game of the night, which is Dota 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at the standings for Dota 2. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see clearly, the standings of the Dota 2 are in front of you, and we do have Entity Gaming and Aggressive 5 both with 6 victories at 18 points each, While Buriza is on third place with 12 points, we have Go Figure with 9 points, Guline Gaming, White Unicorn, and the Council are all tied up with 2 victories and 4 losses at 6 points each. While 3 cheers for Defined Essential, they still have to win a single match because they are standing with 0 points. Now let's talk about the team that are going to be playing right now. Today's Dota 2 match is going to happen between White Unicorn and Entity Gaming. White Unicorn is based in Pune. Now they have been playing together in the past 1 year and they participated in the challenges last year, but they did fail to make it in. This year they have come back, they are being stronger and they look very promising and the players mentioned that they are very keen on attending the LAN event which will happen in Mumbai next month. That's going to be the 1st and 2nd of July in Mumbai. We will all be seeing you at Lord Parel in the Phoenix Mall. Make sure that you get there. Their opponent team is Entity Gaming. Now Entity Gaming is based in Mumbai and it's one of the most consistent Dota 2 team in India. Now they have won 2016 ESL India Premiership Masters and they're the only Indian team to feature a foreign players. Like they have foreign players in the team which makes them more global, more outside than India, and that looks very promising for them. They've already played 5 matches and have won all of them. They sit comfortably in number 1 spot with 15 position and we're all wondering if this team will be able to beat them. Is there any team that's going to beat them? Is it going to be White Unicorn? There's just one way to find out and that is by checking out the game. So while my casters are getting ready and the players are setting up, we'd like to take a small tiny bit of moment to mention the people who are behind this. That's our sponsors and that would be, as you guys know, the set of sponsors owned by HP. We have HyperX and Zavio BenQ, and ESL India Premiership 2017 is brought to you by, organized by Nodwin Gaming. I am Arun Parshimya Shriyari and we have an exciting match of Dota 2 waiting for you guys. So let's go ahead to this game.
Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and those of you who don't give a shit about the India-Pakistan match, my name is Vivek, with me is Gambit, and you're watching the ESL India Premiership. I am absolutely amazed that despite this horrendous match going on, we still have 40 viewers, so that's something, especially for a game like Dota, which, well, doesn't have the biggest following in India for some reason. We've got Entity Gaming this time on the dia facing off versus White Unicorn on the Radiant. Entity Gaming opening the draft of the Legion and the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, you spoke about 40 viewers. I think the number's about to go up.
Yep.
A lot of people will be switching from cricket given the way the things are going. And hopefully they'll tune into whatever they can find, and hopefully it is the ESL India Premiership.
Right.
So let's hope that we cross a certain threshold here. But yeah, Entity Gaming, White Unicorn, this is their last matches, I believe. Entity are already 6-0, and even if they lose this one, they will still finish on top, courtesy of them beating A5. I'm not too sure on White Unicorn's position, but I will give that a quick look. Why don't you take us to the draft then?
Okay. Night Stalker has almost become first phase ban worthy. At least that's how the Summit 7 has been progressing. I mean, fair amount of teams have been just taking the Night Stalker out from the equation because he's an effective ganker. He can fly over things he shouldn't be flying over. And yeah, he's got a nuke, he's got a silence, and above all, it's the vision that you get with Ags. And more than the vision you get, it's the limited vision that your opponents are playing with. So it almost always makes sense to ban out the Night Stalker unless you have a plan to deal with him. Nyx and Bristleback, I mean, all those nerfs to Bristleback haven't been enough just yet. So just going to remove him from the game altogether on the side of White Unicorn. This Ursa ban, though, I mean, I'm wondering if Entity Gaming is looking at something like a Timber Saw. I'm not sure what they're considering. But yeah, they're banning out the Ursa as well as the OD. Maybe they read White Unicorn's Nyx ban as a possible OD pickup. Take out the Nyx and get the OD on your side. So Entity, they're just going to remove the OD from the equation. Or maybe they're thinking of running something in the mid lane that doesn't work too well versus the OD.
Yeah, I do think that Entity, they have a certain game plan planned for this match, because their first two bans coming out were very vision limiting heroes. They're heroes which are good with vision, so they are looking to contest the vision game for this draft, with this draft here. So I think they have certainly something planned for this match. They have the Mirana, they have the Legion, so look, they may be looking to jump heroes from the fog. So limiting vision is something that they're looking to do in this match here.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, Mirana is also one of those heroes that has extra vision in the night. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, White Unicorn, they picked up the Sand King and they picked up the Warlock. It's an ambiguous draft. I mean, all we know is Warlock will probably be a 5. This Sand King could be a 4 or a 3, and maybe this next pick will give it away. If this is a 3-position Sand King, what's the meta in the offlane? I mean, if this is a 4-position Sand King, what would White Unicorn like to run in the offlane?
I think something a little bit self-sustainable. Maybe someone who can switch to jungling, at least the 2 camps which are near the offlane, so that the Sand King can have the rest of the jungle and Warlock will be just on lane. Yeah, and Razor is one of those self-sufficient carries as well, who you can leave on the lane while the Warlock is pulling and stacking, while the Sand King is farming the stacks. So yeah, maybe that is what they're looking to do. But I do believe this will be a 3-position Sand King rather than a 4, because generally the meta dictates that you play a 3-position Sand King. And Entity, they pick up a tried and tested hero for themselves, which is the Blizzard Juggernaut. But I have seen Swifty play it as well, and I've seen Blizzard play the Legion Commander. So it's not as clear as it should be by the looks of these 4 heroes. What is your take on who's going to play the Legion? Who's going to play the
I think this is a mid Mirana, but I could be wrong.
Mirana and Shadow Shaman are not bad as suppose. They have that cheesy ganking potential, but they're very, very squishy as a pair by itself.
Yeah, they aren't bad as supports, but I just feel Entity are going to run a mid Mirana. Yeah.
It has been one of Swifty's most favored heroes as well. Not in this patch, but I think the last patch he used to play Mirana quite a bit, especially when that Starstorm, the Axe Starstorm did hit 2 units.
Yeah. The extra Starstorm falling on the unit, which got nerfed, and also the cooldown was a lot less, not mistaken. But Mirana's got talents that do let her go in a physical DPS sort of way also. She has an attack speed talent, she gets agility somewhere in the middle of all of that. And I just hope this Mirana hits level 25. I love those 3 split arrows. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, and for the last pick Entity, I mean, they should be looking to pick up something more bursty. Because with the Legion duel, the Mirana Starstorm, they might just need one more spell to push them over the edge, at least in the early game when the Legion has no real damage to work with. They might need go for something a little bit bursty. What's in the pool? Shadow Shaman's not bad actually.
I like the Lina ban. I mean, White Unicorn are reading this as a support Mirana. And they could be right because you normally do not end up picking up your mid laner so early on. But I just get the sense that Entity is going to run this Mirana in the mid lane. White Unicorn have a decent draft themselves. We've got good initiation, good team fight with the Sand King and the Warlock. They love their Razor. I mean, this is their 3rd game which I'm casting, and they picked Razor in all 3. So they really like that hero, and they're going to finish up their draft with the Queen of Pain. So more team fight. I mean, I could see these duels go horribly wrong for the Legion commander as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the counter initiation coming from White Unicorn is absolutely massive. They have the Warlock, they have the Sand King, and the Axe, which are like really, really great when they want to really jump the backline heroes who might have clumped up to try and pick off the dual target. And with these big ultimates they have with the Warlock drop, with the Sand King Epicenter, this is a really potent draft coming out from White Unicorn here. I think they have a real shot here against Entity Gaming.
So, I mean, Entity, they've been switching things up. But let's look at the usual 4s and 5s that they run. They run Slada, they run Crystal Maiden, they run Sand King occasionally. You could definitely do Shadow Shaman, but I haven't seen them run a Mirana in a support position. And the mid pull is sort of narrow. I mean, Entity themselves banned out the OD and the Puck, but they let the Queen of Pain slide through. If they want to have a little bit more push going, they could pick up the Dragon Knight themselves. It's not the most fun time in the mid lane versus the Queen of Pain, but it is an option.
I think if the Dragon Knight gets pulled out, they might even switch the Razor over to the mid lane and put the Queen on safe, which will make the lane absolutely unwinnable for Dragon Knight at that point.
Yeah, it's a hard, it's pretty much a hard lane for the Dragon Knight.
I think Entity are a little bit bamboozled by this draft coming out from White Unicorn. Maybe they have an ace up their sleeve because as we started out with the draft, they did show a kind of a game plan. So maybe they have an ace up their sleeve, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I still have an inkling of a feeling that Mirana is the one being played by Swifty because he ooh.
Damn! I didn't expect to be right. This is like when you give a multiple choice answer and you just randomly click an alphabet or whatever.
I always go C.
I don't know why I thought Dragon Knight. I just thought maybe, but yeah, they've gone for it. So they're running a support Mirana, and Blizzard's going to be playing the Juggernaut. And
they do have some amount of push with the Dragon Knight Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, Dragon Knight, Healing Ward, plus Serpent Wards, Mass Serpent Wards. So they've got some push.
I think
if White Unicorn shut down this DK in the lane, I don't see Entity coming back.
I still see the problem being for Entity that they don't really have any answer to this magic damage. Sure, Juggernaut has 5 seconds of immunity. But what about the Legion? What about the Dragon Knight? What happens when they get burrowed and then they got called by the axe?
Yeah.
There's no real potential of dodging these magic
Absolutely.
damage coming out from
the control coming out, which goes through magic damage. I mean, Call goes through Blade Fury, Sonic Wave goes through Blade Fury, and
and even when they do get BKBs, there is still the potential of getting called. There is still the potential of getting stunned by the Warlock ultimate, and the Queen of Pain ultimate goes through magic immunity as well. So, for the first time, I think I'll give the draft to a team which is playing against Entity. So I think it's the first time in the entire 3 phases, I'll have to say that a team has won the draft against Entity. By no means they won the game, because this is Entity Gaming we're talking about. So no gutsy calls on that one from my side.
Okay. Make sure your in-game team audio is enabled.
I'm ahead of you on that.
You're always ahead of me, but just take it on and take it off. I always do that when I load into the game. For some reason, the in-game audio is really buggy. I don't know why. But yeah, so let's look at what White Unicorn need to do to win the game. They won the draft, which is amazing. Couple of things need to happen. Razor needs to do well. We did see, I mean, you weren't there, but in yesterday's game, Razor had a hard time in lane, and he made a strange item choice which came back to punish him. I mean, he was up against a Nyx, a Sven, a Disruptor, all these heavy magic damage heroes, and instead of going for a BKB after a stats heavy opening build, like he started off with the Dragon Lance and the Sanjay Yasha. So instead of following that up with the BKB, which a Razor needs, he actually went for an Ag Scepter, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah, Vivek, I think your threshold is slightly too high because your audio is getting muffled when you go too loud or when you're exaggerating a word. So
okay,
might have to check on that a little bit.
Okay, I'll take a look into it. So so White Unicorn just need to itemize right, do well in the lanes, not die early on to Job Easy and BDZ. It's not going to be easy for Job Easy and BDZ to get kills either. I mean, I think Mirana is a great hero and all, but it's not got ease of execution as opposed to the White Unicorn lineup. I mean, drop, call, Butter Strike should be easy to do.
Yeah, but I think they can get a kill on the axe, so it's definitely not a safe offlane for any hero, because there will be that long 4-second stun. Sure, you have the counter helix, but they already put the Warlock to help the axe out. I think this is just fine because Razor himself can handle the lane pretty well. And Jobizi is farming the enemy neutrals. Interesting, he's trying to get a backstab on these two mid heroes.
I'm going to cut you off. Top lane, they're going to get the kill. They've had that shadow word, but BDZ executing it perfectly. Starts off, wins the trade as far as some physical hits are concerned because he has the higher base attack damage, and just cut the shackles on Warlock. Blizzard walked in, used the Blade Fury, easy kill for them. This should actually be a lane that White Unicorn should be winning, in my opinion.
Now, I think what lost the first blood for White Unicorn was the fact that Axe showed that he picked up a counter helix, because then they knew that if they do go on a hero, there's no real countering them. So I think if he just held on to the skill point, got 2, and then skilled up both, maybe that would have been slightly advantageous than showing off the counter helix right away.
Right.
Yeah, and of course the Shadow Shaman attack damage is ridiculously high, so let's not understate that part of this whole battling.
77.
That is insane. That's the highest, I believe. No, it's not the highest. I believe some of the melee heroes like Treant have slightly more than that.
Yeah, Treant is like 94 or something. I don't know. But yeah, this shouldn't be happening. Actually, in fact, it's White Unicorn who should be able to bring down BDZ if they find him out of position with the Warlock in the axe. White Unicorn don't realize this, but they actually have the better lane setup because Jobizi is trying to farm and hit his level 2, which he's now hit. So there was that small minute or two where White Unicorn were actually ahead in terms of lanes, And Sankin even scouted this out. I mean, he walked into the Radiant jungle, did see Mirana around, and yeah, I just wish that White Unicorn took advantage of this and played a little aggressive.
And on mid lane, there's something which is happening which should not be happening, which is the Queen of Pain losing to a Dragon Knight. And this has been a traditional 1v1 matchup where both heroes have started out just solo, which we don't see too often nowadays, but it has been one of those rare cases. And in that scenario, there's no way a Queen of Pain should be losing. You pick up points in Shadow Strike, and the lane becomes an insta win for you. This is a definite skill gap which is being shown here on the mid lane.
Top lane, Axe held in place, healing up a little bit, turns around with the Battle Hunger onto the Shaman, but the Fork Lightning as well as the Blade Fury will push him back. They don't get the kill. I'm honestly thinking that if White Unicorn aren't able to win this lane, I just ditch it, send the Axe to the jungle, let Warlock get an early 6 instead.
Yeah, it's not like he's picking up creeps either with the counter helix. Only now he's managed to actually approach creep failure. Meanwhile, Legion has been doing pretty well, I believe. Yeah, he has 13 creeps and he has boots. Along with the Quelling Blade, that should be enough to contest the lane. He doesn't even need to go to the jungle, but he can if he wants to put the Mirana in the lane. Because the Mirana now has a point in leap, so in no way is he dying on the bot lane.
Yeah, I missed that. Mid lane, not actually mid lane, top lane, Blizzard and Shaman teaming up together. I guess Job Easy's hand was involved in that. He did have vision, might have fired an arrow.
Yeah, I mean, these are not lanes which White Unicorn should be losing. I'm saying that because, yeah, normally the tri-lane is strong with the Juggernaut, the Mirana and the Shadow Shaman, but both the kills have happened without the Mirana being there. So, these are kills which shouldn't be happening.
Exactly what I was saying. I mean, they had that moment in the early game where they were basically playing 5 versus 4 when Mirana was away in the jungle, and they failed to capitalize on that.
Looks like some of these teammates know each other because looks like Swifty and are they ex-teammates by any chance? Oh,
I think Blizzard's it was Blizzard and Clutch.
They're talking about Blizzard's old bike, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, interesting.
I
That's something
soft drink.
new. How do you have an old soft drink? What does that even mean? But yeah.
He didn't say old. He said miss your Duke.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you don't miss soft drinks. So I don't know why you're trying to justify your point here.
Okay, I give up.
Yeah, you please.
You speak about not missing soft drinks. CloudX misses milkshake every now and then.
Yeah.
So
I
everybody has
a piece of cake lineup. No, was Balaji piece of cake? No, I'm sorry, that's the Bangalore team. I believe this is bad excuse. Are you clued in on the scene? Or were you clued in on the scene at the time?
Nope.
Co-op last hits. This has become that.
He's being honest also.
Yeah, come on. Swifty makes the pay. I don't know what you're supposed to infer from that. Is that good? Like, oh, you managed to take 14 off of me, you must be really good? Or is it, you got 14 on a co-op, you must suck? Which one do you think it is?
I think when most people spam an emoticon, it's just a way to put an end to a conversation without committing to anything. You can spam an emoticon at any period in your life and it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I use the heart icon for that. The heart react.
Oh.
That's
fine. I killed your dog, XD.
Oh yeah, so I kind of forgot to bring this up. White Unicorn, they're sitting at a kind of precarious position in the table. They're tied with Gula in gaming in the 6th and 7th position. So they cannot end up last for sure. So, but if they do lose by a huge margin, they might. I'm not sure who won between White Unicorn and Blue Line actually. So it's hard to say. But if they do lose, actually, hold on to that. Both White Unicorn and Blue Line are playing today, I believe. Yeah, looks like that. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Gulen already won their game. They were given a forfeit win against TC40. So White Unicorn,
Right.
they have to win to not have to play the
So
playoffs.
who? Okay. White Unicorn
And-
have to win to not play the playoff.
Yeah,
Okay.
and if they lose, they do play the playoffs. And if they do win, they actually tied up with Go Figure, which is actually pretty horrendous for Go Figure, honestly. And this time, Buriza has had a really good run. They've won 4 games and lost 3. So they've taken third spot. So big props to them. And they had a slight roster change as well.
I'm just making noises while I'm checking the score.
Oh, you don't trust me, is that? Yeah, Shadow Shaman's here. We have the go being called out and the game will resume. So do you think the axe goes back to lane? I think it doesn't even have his tranquil, so yeah.
I think they misplayed that lane, man. It's such a lane for them to win. You know what? There's one of my favorite offlaners who we don't see much of in India is Haunter. He has no fear. He doesn't care who his opponent is. He just goes in, plays aggressive, plays YOLO, and comes out winning his lane. This Axe is maybe paying a little too much respect to his opponents here. But it's not just the Axe. I mean, the Razor's not doing as well as the Dragon Knight. Queen of Pain is also not doing as well as the Dragon Knight. So
I think a lot of that
and
is because, yeah, so a lot of that is because they didn't have any vision in the Mirana up until now when she switched to the top lane. Before this, he was in the enemy jungle, which is a place you'd never want to ward or expect to have a ward down there. So, yeah.
Also,
That's been
Sanking
Tommy season, yeah.
has not hit a single creep.
I thought he was jungling.
But his CS is 0-0. Thank God Swifty didn't ask him for his CS.
Yeah, constantly looking at my phone. I'm getting bad updates by the minute. So
What's the score?
I'm not gonna bring it up, but I'm gonna put my phone on the side.
Okay. So yeah, here's the push coming out from Entity. You give them a little bit of room, and they're going to do a whole lot of work with it. Sieging the offlane tower, you've got Shackles onto Kark or Arrow connecting as well. Blizzard just walking, take the kill. You have a couple of rotations coming out on the shrine. It's a level 3 Sand King, 2 points in Baru Strike. Not sure what he's going to do. Blizzard trying to get out of there. Baru Strike holding Blizzard in place though. And White Unicorn, it seems that they're afraid. Arrow number 2 will miss. And yeah, now would not be a bad time for Entity at this stage.
Chabizi might die to this. Oh, he lives. Oh man, he died at the fountain, I believe. That must be hard.
Oh.
He died at the fountain. He had the. I'm sure. I forgot what it's called. He had the fatal bonds on him. My bad. A little bit distracted.
Okay, I missed that. Mid lane, they're going in for Swifty, Redemption. Can't close the gap.
But I think LC has had a pretty decent time. Sure, he's not had the most efficient time. If he would have jungled, he would have had a Blink Dagger by I think 11 minutes. Boots Blink Dagger is what you should be looking at. But I think he's managed to contest the Razor a decent amount. Razor's doesn't have the best of CS considering he's a range hero up against a melee. And Entity, they've smoked up on these two supports. They are looking to raid to the bot lane, but do they know that Sand King's presence has been felt here as well?
Yeah. They're walking up the high ground. Redemption breaks the smoke, does see them, runs right back. Baru Strike onto the Shaman. No follow-up just yet from White Unicorn. The arrow will miss. Redemption trying to run, but gets shackled. A Bing walks in, his damage being stolen, does have the duel, does throw it out. And it looks like he gets the victory as well. And Jesus, I'm having so much packet loss right now.
So my ping has just shot up to some crazy amounts.
Oops, they did score a kill on the top lane on the Juggernaut. My bad, I missed that. I actually ended up casting that fight only with the sounds I could hear. I'm literally not seeing anything. But in the mid lane, Swifty might just be seeing his fountain soon. Redemption did go in with the Baru Strike. But not enough damage and not enough mana for a Sonic Wave either. 8 minutes in, no upgraded boots on the Queen of Pain. Not had the
There might
best
be a
of
fight for
starts.
this rune though.
Yeah, BDZ is holding on to it. It could be huge on the Queen of Pain. Here's a Sonic Wave. BDZ might just end up going down. Redemption with the Caustic will do the work, will get the kill. So White Unicorn, they are scoring kills across the map somehow. Ooh, a Bing, overwhelming odds, wants the duel, is losing damage. Does he have what it takes to bring down the Razor? At the very end, he will get the duel off, and his job easy doing most of the heavy lifting. A Bing survives on just about 60 HP, and the arrow connects as well on the Sand King. Yeah.
I'm literally watching a slideshow, so I'm gonna have to do a quick reconnect.
I'm watching a slideshow too. I mean, I don't know what it is.
Is this the India server we are on?
You go do your reconnect. No, not to my knowledge. No, I don't think this is the India server. Everybody in Valve is probably tuning in for the India-Pakistan match. But yeah, somehow in all that packet loss, they killed the Sand King. My camera was there. I didn't see what happened though. They have managed to catch Clutch out of position. He is dropping low, and they do secure the kill. Swifty doing most of the work with the Arcane Road.
Yeah, and this is Swifty's first rotation as well. And it's going to result in a tower. So very efficient play, very standard play, and very commendable play, I would say, coming out from Swifty here. Knowing the limits of his heroes, knowing what he can do and when he should do it, got his timings down absolutely correctly down.
Yeah.
So I think it's an interesting item choice for Swifty, because it's definitely one of those games where BKB first makes sense, but I think we might see a positioning item, maybe a Blink or a Shadow Blade, or it could even be that Armlet coming up from Swifty. What do you think is the item choice here? I'm not a very big DK player myself.
I think he does Shadow Blade or Blink. Yeah, but he's going for the Armlet. Okay.
I guess I can see merits in all of these items. So
yeah,
maybe the BKB first would have been too less damage on his side.
Yeah, he will go back for the BKB at some point.
Yeah, he has to. Blizzard, meanwhile, he's picked up the stat-heavy items. He's gone for the phased drums. So maybe they're looking up to group up behind the Dragon Knight and mow down these tier 1s early. And that's the way to secure advantages in the game.
Entity, the groups up around the mid lane. This is the next tower they want to bring down. They pop the Moonlight Shadow. Redemption hiding in the trees, channels the Sandstorm, arrow elsewhere. Extra PhD shackled as well. Blizzard with the physical damage trying to do his best, doesn't have the Omni Slash. A Baru Strike onto 2. Lock, Fatal Bonds connects and all, and Entity they make a run for it. But there's no follow-up damage. Here comes the Razor stealing damage, trying his best. A Bing working with very little damage, but they've got the lockdown. They held Razor in place, and maybe they can even get a duel victory. Indeed they will. This Sonic Wave comes out along with the Scream, but White Unicorn just losing bodies here. They've lost the Sand King, and all they got in the end was the Mirana. Okay, tell me, did that reconnect fix your packet loss?
Nope. I'm still watching
I'm watching a slideshow too.
Yeah, but I think that's a fight with. Meanwhile, mid lane, they've gone in on
yeah,
Swifty.
I saw that.
Instead of stun coming in.
Swifty.
Oh, that call with such a second. But I'm still kind of. I think my ping is fine right now. It just got fixed.
Okay. Yeah, so Blizzard's down for the drums, like you pointed out. It looks like Entity did manage to catch the show match between the English and Russian talent, where the English talent pretty much just went for early game items, grouped up effectively, and won the game from there. You don't see drums too much on a Juggernaut anymore.
But I've seen Blizzard being one of the heroes who constantly builds it. He even used to build it on his Luna. So he's definitely one of the carries who does prefer it. And I've seen it on his Juggernaut more than once.
Okay.
I honestly won't say I am surprised.
But so far the early game and laning phase has been a success for White Unicorn. I mean, for Entity Gaming. What am I saying? They've taken tier 1s. The problem was White Unicorn did almost have a decent fight them. But Axe wasn't there with his blink when his team needed him. And maybe his team shouldn't have taken him fight without the blink dagger on the Axe. Now Entity knows that drop is on cooldown, they're just going to group up, they've got the Serpent Watched available and just going to pressure another tower. But I think he's got the duel, it's on ASD, the arrows there as well with the Star Storm, should be an easy kill. Dominator thinking about going in or not.
And there's no response coming from White Unicorn. They were far too behind. Pain isolated on the back side of this fight. No real chance for the Sand King to go in, and without the presence of that Blink Dagger, having such a meager early game, I would say. He doesn't have the Blink Dagger to counter initiate this type of setup. Kind of have to blame the Queen of Pain over there, going from an odd angle when she didn't have vision of a Bing. But
I guess you also got
doing really well.
Yeah, the dire vision. I guess that did most of the work. Gave a Bing a little glimpse of the Queen of Pain, and that was all he needed to hold in place with the duel. This is another tower on the siege. Hopefully White Unicorn do not lose anyone before the fight starts. Job easy with the arrow on to Redemption. Once again, White Unicorn are fighting with a man down. I'm amazed at how Job easy got that arrow off. I think it's the bot once again that's doing most of the work. White Unicorn, every time they want to be grouping up, they're missing teammates, they're missing items, and bit by bit they're losing map control.
Yeah, and it's not like any of the heroes are really doing anything. They're just backing up Swifty. They've put the healing ward down for him. They're giving him drum charges, and they're just putting all the eggs into the Swifty basket. And this is making complete sense for them at this point. And without the Blink Dagger, the Sand King, without a Blink, Axe just picked up base, I believe. Without a Blink Dagger on the Sand King, this is looking really, really hard.
I like this move by White Unicorn. They go in with the call, the Quad Blizzard, they're stealing his damage. He's popped the Blade Fury, but he might just end up going down. He's going to TP out of there. The Burrow Strike and the drop being committed. Overkill, but they get the kill. Entity won't be going into the Rosh Pit anytime soon.
I won't say they really won the fight because Blizzard's up in 21 seconds and they do have a Dragon form in that much time. They even have the Serpent Walls ready. They're going to use one of them on the Roshan, and I think they can use Swifty's Dragon form for another tower.
Yeah.
They're more than happy to trade off this tower here.
Absolutely. Entity, they made the better trades in the early game, which is, which gives them the permission to just give up the tier 1 at top. I did like that play coming out from White Unicorn, popping the smoke, looking for a pickoff. It might have been slightly obvious because all the waves were pushed in and nobody was defending them. I think Entity shouldn't have fallen for that. But White Unicorn got the kill nonetheless. They've lost the Roshan though. I guess they need another pickoff if they want to hold on.
I think Entity, they can, even if they don't manage to use this invisible rune to its full potential, I think they can do enough zoning. He's going to walk over a sentry right now. He's going to be scouted out a little bit. And he's going to zone out these two heroes from White Unicorn, and that'll open up the tower for them. Swifty's walking all the way back to base for some reason. I think he wants to sell his Quelling and buy
A Bing. He's hanging around patiently, looking for the right target, and that might be Clutch on the Razor, who's extremely poor and might just get even poorer right now. I mean, Blizzard, he's just walking up, he commits the Omni Slash, and they get the kill. Top lane, Job easy. They managed to TP out Redemption with the rather late Burrow Strike.
Man, I have not had my eye on the net worth.
Oh yeah, let's...
Chobizi has a mech and arcane boots at 17 minutes. That is insane. And he's got a medallion as well. He's doing so much work in terms of ramping up the net worth for his team. And we are seeing that the greater than 5k marker coming up for Entity. The fact that they've taken these towers, the fact that they've taken these towers so early has put all the heroes at a very, very commendable position.
I really like the atomization coming up from Job Easy on the Mirana. I mean, he knows that he doesn't need to scale into doing damage just yet. The aim is to end the game as soon as possible. So he's built items that lets his team do that. Not going for the standard Aghanim scepter that we see so often on Miranas.
I think Yeah, I think they've done their homework with the draft as well. They pick up the Dragon Knight, they put him as a frontline tanker and tower sieger in the front. And White Unicorn, they don't have any vision on the backlines because all the heroes were banned out.
Right.
And they don't really have any answer to this. Sand King still short of the blink. This will be a really hard hold with the Aegis on Swifty then.
It's going to take a miraculous call for White Unicorn to come back in this game. And then you look at Axe, he's still searching for his blade mail at 18 minutes. The team fight on the side of White Unicorn looking very weak. It seems that they're just giving up their tier 3 at this point. Dominator walks in from the back, but he's been hexed up out of position. They nuke him down, send him right back. They've got the Moonlight Shadow, they've taken down the tier 3. And the racks are now exposed. How does White Unicorn start this? It looks like Clutch might just walk in, takes a little bit of fire, gets stunned up as well. The arrow is there to follow it up. Clutch caught in place with the duel. They've got a Yule Scepter, so it's buying them some time, but not enough. Sonic Wave onto 3, Scream of Pain as well. They've got the mech, they've lost the axe, and 15 might just bring down the Queen of Pain, brings down the racks as well. And Entity, they're just steamrolling through White Unicorn at this point.
Yeah, I mean, sure, White Unicorn pull off their spells with a decent amount of ease. They landed all their spells to decent number of heroes as well, but at this point they're lacking the damage, and Entity are too far up the network chart. It's up above 15k at 19 minutes in. That's a lead which cannot be surpassed with pure raw skills here.
Yeah, it is the network deficit coming into play. It's also going to look like White Unicorn need to make a lot of solo pickoffs if they want to get back into this game. They need to, time and time again, find players on the side of Entity out of position and bring them down. Like that one pickoff on Blizzard was good. They need at least 10 of those to come back into the game. I don't see them winning a team fight straight on.
I mean, knowing the way which Entity plays, they play a very safe style. They got pushed a little bit in one of the games. I believe it was against. I'm not too sure.
It was against 3C48.
And 3C48. Yeah, they got stretched a little bit, but generally they do play very carefully.
I honestly think they stretched themselves.
I think for this game, they have it in the bag. Because Dragon Knight is way too farm, and Blink Dagger hasn't picked up on Sand King, so there might be a even better defense coming up, but I think the problem will still be damage. And Warlock's ultimate is down for 50 more seconds, so this defense has got that much more harder.
Swifty, he's not yet he's not yet got the level 3 Dragon Pump, but Entity feel that they have more than sufficient network advantage to just siege. And with the Serpent Wards, it looks like they can take down this tier 3 with not much contest. Redemption goes in, Butter Strike onto an illusion. Swifty with the bait. The arrow will not connect. Swifty is moving on to the racks. How do White Unicorn come back into this? It looks so hard for them. Clutch, he walks in, throws out the plasma field. They have got some wave clear, but they have nothing to clear heroes on the side of Entity. So he's just plowing through racks after racks. He's taking down the melee barracks, moves on to the range. Will get it with these. Dominator jumps in a second too late. The call off the mark. An Entity making it look so simple.
Yep, and I'm really short of analysis of this game at this point because it doesn't look like Entity to throw.
It's quite simple actually. I guess the mistake that White Unicorn made was in the lanes. Axe shouldn't have lost his lane, especially with a Warlock to help him. And Sand King was rather passive early on, and it shows. I mean, he's sitting down there in the network charge just above his own Warlock.
Yeah, and
so yeah. I don't know. I mean, if Sand King is not moving to lanes and setting up kills, at least stack for the axe. I mean, what else could you do?
I also think that 2 Raptors is too much of a gap that Entity have put in front of White Unicorn. So at 23 minutes, even if they win a team fight miraculously, I really don't see them taking this game. They don't have the best lane pushers either. Queen of Pain, yeah, decent, but not great against mega creeps. Razor also not the greatest, especially with the build he has. He only has phase and runs, and he's gonna pick
Yeah.
up a blade mail. That's what he's gunning for at least. And I don't think these items would be a point.
BDZ has more net worth than the Razor.
Yeah, in all 5 entities have more.
Anyway, White Unicorn have had enough. Dominator goes in with the call. They want Job Easy. The Screamer Pain is there, but Job Easy didn't get the chance to pop the mech or the wand. BDC will fall as well. White Unicorn spring a surprise on all of us and managed to catch Entity off guard. A Bing trying to get out of there. Maybe might just go back for a duel. So they do find 2 pickups all of a sudden. If White Unicorn do decide to play aggressively or with some plan, they are coming out on top. If you're just playing passive and letting your lanes fall, there's not much that they can do really. The duel, however, is there on the clutch. Razor might just end up going down without doing too much. Sonic Wave, Scream of Pain, overwhelming odds. Nobody's fallen just yet. Dominator has. It's another kill for a Bing. It's a double. Actually make that a triple. He gets the Queen of Pain as well, and this just gives you an idea how far behind White Unicorn are. They have buybacks on the Razor and the Queen of Pain, but I honestly don't think it's enough. Blizzard has the healing mode coming off cooldown as well, and this should be an easy tier 3 and lane of Rax as well, probably.
Yeah, it's Megas as well. I think the game is over because they don't have the ultimates for a long time. There's no Warlock drop, there's no Sonic Wave, there's no Epic as well. This game is as good as before.
Yeah.
Why do Unicorn? Right now they're just hoping for anything. Maybe I'm not sure, but some they call it. I was gonna say that the kill deficit has some impact on the lead, the table. Doesn't look like it because
Yeah. Good stuff coming out from Entity Gaming. They cruised through this phase as well without a single defeat until this point at least. Anyway, that's it as far as the broadcast is concerned for today. I am not sure if we have a broadcast tomorrow. I'm just going to check the ESL social media. It's always up to date and easy to access. Anyway, that's it for today. My name is Vivek. With me was Gambit. You were watching the ESL India Premiership. Adios and good night.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we have come to the end of the day with Entity Gaming winning the Dota 2 match for the night. That means that we are done. All the matches for this phase 3 has been wrapped on, and we'll be starting the relegations on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll be wrapping them as well this 3 days, and that means that we will be coming so much closer to the LAN event that will happen in Mumbai on 1st and 2nd of July. So if you guys really want to catch up the real action, the online action is just separate thing, but it doesn't beat the offline magic that's going to happen in Mumbai and Powai. It's going to happen in Phoenix. That's right. So we'll be there. We have so much thing. We'll have Clash Royale, we have CSGO, we'll have Dota 2, we'll have Just Dance and cosplay over there. So I'll see you guys over there, but before that, do not forget to see us again tomorrow at the same time, 6:30 Indian IST, while we'll be bringing the relegation match, which will decide the fate of the remaining teams and the players. So you guys have been watching ESL India Premiership 2017. Thank you for being such an amazing audience. I'm Oren Pershima Shiari, and before signing off, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors who make everything happen. Owned by HP, we have HyperX and Zoiva BenQ, and all of this is organized to you by Nodwin Gaming. Good night everyone, and let's see who's going to win in relegations tomorrow.
Make the ground shake.